The delightful comedy scene of Charlie sneaking bites from the child's hot dog is classic clowning and a variation of a famous scene in Chaplin's 1918 comedy, A Dog's Life. In that film, every time the lunch wagon owner turns his back, the tramp eats another small cake from the counter. Actor Gene Wilder, in his autobiography, recalled it was seeing this moment from the circus that gave him his greatest lesson in approaching comedy. Wilder wrote, "The acting lesson from this film seems so simple, yet it inspired me for the rest of my career. If the thing you're doing is really funny, you don't need to act funny while doing it." Chaplin preferred long takes. Note the full-figure framing and multiple actors seen in the same shot. The camera remained stationary to match Chaplin's style of direction, which was intended to frame his performance. Chaplin was a man of the theater and viewed the film frame like the proscenium arch in a theater. This approach allowed Chaplin the opportunity to improvise with each take. He also knew that visual comedy can be ruined by close-ups and excessive cutting. Notice the tramp's realization that he has had in his trouser pocket enough money to buy and not steal as many hot dogs as he likes. Most of the circus was filmed at the Chaplin Studios, located at 1416 North La Brea Avenue in Hollywood. The studio still stands to this day and is now home to the Jim Henson Company. However, Chaplin did bookend the circus with some excellent location filming in Venice and Glendale, California. Otherwise, the comedy risked appearing too confined within and immediately around a circus tent. Charlie now takes on the haughty air of a man of means. Note Chaplin's graying hair. He's dyed it in the front, but it's not blended at all in the back. During the course of the long and stressful production, Chaplin's hair took on many shades. Bill Knight plays the policeman, and the chase ensues. The hot dog stand was at the Chaplin Studios in Hollywood. These shots are taken on location in Venice. Note the camera tracking the action. Camera movement is uncommon for Chaplin. At the Chaplin Studios, a moving camera, a dolly shot, was still referred to in the production reports as Cabiria shots after the 1914 Italian silent epic that was so influential. Well, this is one of the celebrated sequences of the circus, the Mirror Maze. Raleigh Tothero, Chaplin's longtime director of photography, was responsible for the camera placements. Tothero's work is excellent and deceptively simple, which is what Chaplin wanted. Chaplin's mirrors were an inspiration for a similar sequence in the 1947 film noir, The Lady from Shanghai, directed by and starring Orson Welles. Welles knew and loved the Chaplin comedies, and the two men interacted for a time in the 1940s. Chaplin's dark comedy, Monsieur Verdoux, from 1947, was based on an idea suggested to Chaplin by Welles. Chaplin's films lend themselves to autobiographical interpretation as he wrote, directed, produced, starred in, edited, and composed the music to his own films. He was even his own distributor as a co-founder and co-owner of United Artists Corporation. This fascinating scene perhaps suggests Chaplin's own personal identity struggle as he holds up a mirror to his own life. Which image reflects the real Chaplin?